Are DUI checkpoints even legal? The answer is yes. But in Florida, certain procedures must be followed to make it a valid DUI checkpoint. So let's talk about that. We're going to talk about how Florida can maintain these DUI checkpoints that you've all seen, where you're driving down the road and you're being flagged down by an officer and you haven't committed any crime. So what makes these legal? Well, first, they have to have specific protocols in place. If this is a multi-agency event, or even if it's one agency, there's got to be a plan in place. And that plan is discussed at a meeting ahead of time, where they talk about how the act is going to be done, the time that they're going to do it. So if it's going to be Friday the 13th between 7 and 9 p.m. on the corner of Military and PGA, that all has to be written out ahead of time. Second, that everybody who's involved in this operation has to be there and sit through this organizational meeting. Another thing that they have to do is be specific, not only with time and place, it's going to be how cars are going to be stopped. So it's not that the point person can pick that car and maybe that one and let 3 through and pick another one. It actually has to be a set pattern. So they're going to take 4 cars and then let the rest go. And when those 4 cars are checked, then they're going to take more 4 cars and then the rest go through. Or it could be every other car, but it has to be a same repeating pattern. The person who's directing the traffic has no authority to let some go and let some pass. It has to be the same. Now, what happens if you actually get stopped in one of these? So what are your rights and what are your responsibilities? Well, just like any normal traffic stop, you have to produce your license, your registration, and insurance. So if you don't have those handy, expect to be detained longer. But if you have those handy, you can simply give those to the officers. You also have to be able to communicate with them, and they have to be able to hear you. Now, obviously, if you're drinking, which I do not condone, anything that they hear in your mouth are observations. So if you're slurring your speech, if you have alcohol in your breath, those are observations that an officer can look and see, do we need to do a DUI investigation? Now, here's what you don't have to do. You don't have to answer questions. Have you been drinking tonight? Where are you coming from or where you're going? You're not obligated to do that. You can just say, I've simply been instructed not to answer that, and that is it. Or say nothing at all. If you've given them the information that they need and there are no issues with your license, registration, and insurance, and you have committed no crime, you should be released and sent on your way. Now, the big no-nos. When you see a DUI checkpoint, don't try to get out of the line once you're in it. If you're in the line to get stopped, you're going to send all sorts of red flags. Also, if you are driving over cones that are placed up, now you're committing a traffic offense that gives them the authority to do it, plus the suspicion that you've been under the influence. So again, if you see it, something, you know what you have to do now, but more importantly, don't put yourself in this position. If you've been drinking and driving, call a rideshare, call Uber, get a Lyft, call a cab. Now, if you want to know more about DUI checkpoints or just DUI law in general, you can download one of my guides or go onto our website, and if you need a consultation, call us today. What happens if you're actually charged with a DUI? If you're wondering what the potential consequences are, check out my video, Is Jail Time Mandatory for a First DUI in Florida? This is where I break down exactly what the penalties are that you may face. Just click the video that's appearing on your screen now to learn more about what to expect if you face your first DUI.